Hey everybody, it's TL coming to you, and today I just basically got a whole bunch of random crap that I want to talk about, like PMSing. The older I get, the worse my PMSing gets. Everything is just like thrown into hyperdrive with me. I'm hypersensitive. Everything gets on my nerves, and I'm trying to learn to recognize when I'm PMSing or when somebody rightfully should get their tails cussed out. Um, I had a situation today, well, it's been going on for about a week, where at the job that I'm at, I was told that I am overqualified for the job. Therefore, even though it's time for annual reviews and the company is doing great, that I am maxed out in my pay. Up to that point, I love this job. Very kickback, laid back. I go to work how I want to, choose. Very flexible with my schedule. Um, you know, allows me to, still do the things I need to do with my boys. But that kind of like really, really pissed me off because did you think I was overqualified when you first hired me? So that's made me decide that what I really need to do is get my tail back out there. I own my own business before I had this job. Not only am I an accountant, I'm a mortgage broker, but we all know how the industry is. So I've had to, you know, as a backup plan, take a job. And this is why I really hardly ever work for anybody because I don't, I want to be paid what I'm worth. In the same token, I don't expect to make what I would make on my own. So maybe this is God's message saying that now is the time for me to, you know, get myself, lift myself up, and do my own thing. Um, I have a book out, which is doing fairly well. Um, but until I got into this writing game, I didn't realize how you get paid. You only get paid quarterly. So every 3 months, I gotta wait and see how many books I've sold. And if you don't have it yet, go out and get it. Entitled "Woman to Woman: What We Do Wrong in Dating" by T.L. Davis. And you know, it's doing well. I can't even complain about it. But getting back to my irritation today, now since I've been given my review, which was fabulous, by the way, no flaws in it, but they feel like I don't deserve any more money. Hmm. So it kind of kind of made my morale go down a little bit. I'm not working as hard. I'm still going to do a great job because I feel that you should give 100% whatever you do or don't even do it. But I'm not enthusiastic about it anymore. Okay. So my dilemma and my first question to you guys is this. Given the way of the economy, should I move on to another job because it'll probably take a while, especially once people see my resume and what I have on it. It was hard getting this job because people felt I was overqualified. Um, should I do my own thing or should I just stick it out? So that's A. Should I do my hell? I forgot what A was. What was A? That tell you how pissed off I am. All right. Do I look for another job? Do I do my own thing, or do I stay where I'm at? Am I being petty about the whole thing? Let me tell you one point that I'm making about it. I wouldn't be so mad if nobody got a raise, but I'm the controller of the company. So, and if you don't know what a controller is, I manage all of the finances for the whole company. So I get the list of who's gotten raises and who hasn't. My name wasn't on the list. of who got raises, and mostly everybody in the company got a raise but me. But you come in there and say how fabulous of a job that I'm doing, but you just can't afford to pay me. That was a slap in my face. It really was. But I digress. Anyway, so let me know what you think about that. Or am I so damn emotional about it because it's about time for my cycle? Is it something that I shouldn't even be sweating? Let me know. My next complaint, moving on from the job thing. This whole video is gonna be about complaining because I'm just in that type of mood. Okay, I live in an apartment building, and I don't know if you've looked at any of my other videos, but I lost my home, lost several homes, so I've had to move into an apartment building. I hate apartment living, hate it. Okay, and I live in a pretty huge complex. Tell me, why do you make 300 damn apartments and you got 50 parking spaces? So, I find myself trying to ask my boss, can I get off of work early so that I can get home and get a damn parking space? That don't make no sense. And that's just greed. That means that you trying to make full use of your land. You got all these people paying all this high rent and nowhere to park their car. Now, mind you, yeah, you got one little funky garage. The garage is so small that I had a truck or SUV. No scratches on it when I first moved here. Front dented, both sides are dented. The rear end is dented. Does that mean that I can't fly, or is the spot just too small? Okay, because I'm not the only person's truck who was like that. So I traded the truck in, got a smaller car. Guess what? I already got a scratch on the side of the door from scraping trying to get into this garage. Now my daughter's car is sitting in there, so now I'm forced to look for outside parking, 50 spots to 300 apartments. I gotta move. I have got to move. See, I don't know if anybody has really just can understand what a woman goes through when she's PMS. I really don't. I don't think that men can grasp. It's it's like wanting to cry because the wind was blowing east instead of west. And then knowing what you're going through, but you can't control your emotions. And that's where I'm at now. I just shut my door, so my kids don't bother me because I don't want to cuss them out because mama having one of them days. And I'm getting ready to put on my workout gear and see if I can work some of this emotion out that I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm in a sour mood. Anyway, that's enough of my ranting. I always try to be real positive, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, one more thing. Now I really don't be trying to promote anybody, but I read this really good book. This is Midnight by Sister Soldier. I thought it was gonna be a follow-up to The Coldest Winter Ever, because Midnight is actually one of the characters in Coldest Winter Ever, and it's nothing like that. And the book is actually pretty good. Um, very. I didn't like how it ended, and I know she did it like that so that she could go on to another novel. But it really takes the ideas of how Muslims, view their women versus American. And I agree with a lot of the things that the Muslims say about American women, as far as us not being taught the value of our virginity, because I wasn't taught that. And I think that, people learn based off of what they've seen in their life. And for me, I didn't have my mother in my life most of my time, most of my life. I think since I was like 11 years old, right when I needed her at the start of my womanhood, she, was gone. So I had to do a lot of things trial and error. And as I learned about myself, I tried to and learn from mistakes and been through things. I try to pass that on to other women and hope that they can make better decisions than I did. But go pick up the book. It's pretty good, really really good. And all right, that's all I got on that. All right, guys, peace.